Okay, we are back in the race, actually. All right, we're going to make the frosting for our Coke cake. And that's 1 stick of butter or margarine, whichever you prefer. I prefer butter. However, when I'm making cookies, I prefer margarine because the margarine kind of makes them nice and chewy. Now, if you want a crunchy cookie, then I suggest you use butter. At least that's what my experiences have been with cookies. All right, now we are going to melt 1 stick of butter. And by the way, remember I told you a story about my mother-in-law. Well, it wasn't not only my mother-in-law. My sister-in-law did that to me, too. She would leave out sugar or one ingredient. So maybe it was on purpose. They got together. But anywho, I didn't say that. Okay, and it's going to be 1/3 cup of Coke. And we're going to try, instead of vanilla, we are going to put a raspberry extract in there. Yum. And I'm also going to top it with the icing, with some sugared pecans, southern sugared pecans. And I've already got them all chopped up, ready to go on top. And then I'm going to top it with raspberries. That'll be good. Okay, and then we're going to add 3 tablespoons of the cocoa in here, just like that. And I want to make sure there's no little lumpies in it. And we're going to add 1 pound of confectionery sugar. I like Domino's. If you go to the Domino's website, you'll be able to see a lot of my desserts on there. I tweet them. I tell you. Tweet this and tweet that. And also, if you have any questions about any of these recipes, my email address is madjohn51@aol.com. And I would love to hear from you. And I'd also love for you to come like my fan page on Facebook, Cooking with Mad John and Friends. And if you have any sponsors out there that have any little extra money to come my way, I'd appreciate it. Lots of sponsorships. Because if you don't sponsor, or if we don't get sponsors, you can't stay on TV, because that's what pays for your helps pay for the cooking shows and the talk shows and any other shows that you see on TV. But since we're a new television station, we would like all the help we can get. And this is going to be yummy. Can you see that? I'm going to raise that up. Yum. Yum, yum. Coke. Coke. I love Coke. But of course, now I drink Diet Coke. You should try it with a twist of lime in it. That'd be pretty good. Ooh, Frankie. I'll use a different finger. That way I don't have any germs in there. No double dipping at our house. And this is what our icing's going to look like. Yum, yum. And I'll probably have to reheat it before I put it on the cake, because the cake's still in the oven. But I will show you how we do that when that time comes. And we're going to get ready for our next segment. So I'm going to scoop right over here. And I have a pot boiling here. Can you see all this, Frankie? Let me scoop this out of the way. I'll just clean up my station on this side, so you on television can see what we're doing here. Sort of. And I used 1 onion, 1 bell pepper, which I got from my garden. We're going to use some salt, some pepper. I'm going to put in some onion powder. And I used 6 yellow squash in here. And I used 1 onion. And you don't have to chop it up real fine, because it's going to get soft when we boil it. And I also used, just for a little kicker, I put 3 serrano peppers in there. with the seeds. And I'm going to add to my water, which is only about this full in this pan. I'm going to add 2 chicken cubes. Bouillon cubes. 2 bouillon cubes. And we are going to add some salt to the water. And I'm going to add some onion powder. No garlic in this mix. No garlic, no garlic. And I'm going to get a wooden spoon because I want those bouillons to melt. Let me reach in here, and pull out a wooden spoon. So, let's see. Oh, yeah. Hooray, hoomwah, or whatever they say. And we're dumping the onions in. Yum. Let's see, we made French onion soup, but we're going to have to remake that, aren't we, Frankie? We had problems with our camera. Woe's me, woe's me. It happens, you know. It happens, but it'll be okay. All right, I'm going to give this a quick stir. Can you see what I did? I just dumped them in. I'm going to separate them here. And then we don't want to put the paper in there. That wouldn't be too tasty. Although sometimes it does happen. And we're going to add 6 squash in here. Just like this. And I have pepper someplace. I will go get it. I'm going to make sure all the squash is covered. And we're going to place a lid on it. Bring it up to a boil. And we're going to cook it until the squash is nice and soft. And then we'll be coming back on to tell you what's what. Let me scoot over here and get some black pepper. Ooh, yeah. Here we go. Black pepper, yum. And now I'm going to put a lid on it and let it simmer until the veggies are nice and squishy. Squishy, I tell you, squishy. And I have a lid, voila. We'll be right back, and we're gonna finish up this segment of showing you how to make the squash casserole. And then we will go on to our casserole for a crowd. You stay on the couch, and we'll be right back.